Hey y'all. Today's May 6th. So my 6th day recording. I don't have much to say today either. Work kicked my butt. I did talk to a few of my friends and I just did my meal prep. Well, some of this stuff already been in there, but I buy food from restaurants like they do like family size portions, and I just make meal prep out of it because I hate cooking. I do not cook. I will say with the meal prep, sometimes I'll add sides to it, so I'll cook my own sides, but it's stuff coming out the can or just chopping up cabbage and greens because I try to have something green every time I eat. But yeah, I don't have much to talk about today. My internet's been really weird. Don't know why. And it's been pissing me off because I want to upload the same day that I record, but it doesn't allow me to do that. Like, it barely even let the video play for me to edit and add stuff to it. But yesterday, I gave y'all a bunch of book recommendations that I read that I highly recommend. And I hope you try them. If you do, let me know. Right now, I have a lot of gas in my chest. I don't know why. Because a part of the meal prep, I ordered salads that came with the stuff. Of course, you can't freeze salad. Well, you can, but it ain't gonna be edible. And maybe that's what has me gassy. I had like a chicken salad or a salad with chicken on it. Can't lay down. The gas, some of it did come up. Like I burped or whatever when I was coming down the steps, trying to come to the garage. But still there, child. So I'm gonna take me some apple cider vinegar or a lick of mustard so I can lay down. Cause it's almost past my bedtime. Anyway, I'm just coming on here honoring my commitment of posting every day this month. What do I have to talk about? Absolutely nothing at all. I know y'all are reading, or maybe you're reading, about that virus and that cruise ship. Start buying your beans and rice now. Even if it don't hit, start buying your beans and rice now. I was so surprised. Look, I found something to talk about. I was so surprised when people were in the pandemic and then they didn't have basic necessities like on hand. I lived with a hoarder, so we always had everything on hand. Like, we always had toilet tissue. I always have toilet tissue now. Like, if I'm just going into Walgreens and I see it's on sale, I just grab it. I do rice like that the same way. I need to restock up on my canned goods because sometimes I get to a point where I'm like, oh, let me just stop buying and adding to the pantry and just start eating everything from the pantry to eat it down. Because, you know, stuff can expire. And if you live with a hoarder, or even not even a hoarder, elderly people, y'all know they would keep them canned goods until that can disintegrates. No. So once a year, I try to eat everything down. I did that at the end of last year. I try to do it at the end of the year. Because when you're doing like holiday stuff, you're going to people's houses, you're getting to-go plates and all this stuff. So it's like, okay, you know, now's the perfect time because I don't want to keep spending all my money eating out, even though it's very tempting, right? And sometimes you get tired of eating the same thing over and over. I can't say that I do, but I do after a while. I'll say that. I do after a while, but I was at a point in my life where I ate the same breakfast for like 2 years. So it really depends. But yeah, like I keep tissue on hand. I keep soaps on hand. One thing I don't keep on hand is water, but as long as we have a faucet, I have a big 40-gallon filter in the fridge. Otherwise, yeah, the pandemic was easy for me. I didn't have to go nowhere and get nothing. But some people just don't keep things like that on hand. So God willing, this stuff don't get bad or worse. But if it do, just keep your beans and your rice. Get your beans and your rice. Okay? That'll do you some good. This is our second fridge down here. So this is mainly where I be keeping the meats. But my meal prep, it be so many of them. Like I buy 2 family size meals from this place called Cowboy Chicken. I don't know if they're anywhere else. I found them on this app. I wish I could tell you the name of the app. I lost it. But it's this app that shows you all the restaurants that have like family dining or family meals or group meals or whatever, which I know you're thinking like, oh, most dining restaurants have that. Yes, some do. But it's different than like, oh, I go to Olive Garden, I get all this different pasta. One, is not healthy. Two, I want a complete meal. Like I want the fiber and the protein and the carbs, not just carbs, you know? So yeah, I can't think of the name of the site, but some of the places that it showed me I was already interested in. Like this Mediterranean, I like Mediterranean food and I like Asian food. I mean, is Asian and Mediterranean next to each other? Mediterranean Sea, whatever. I'm not good at geography. Either way, I like Asian food. By virtue of being a person of color, I love rice. And yeah, when we had a storm, we always have a storm every year in Texas that could be really bad. And this year, we were like locked in or stuck in the houses for like maybe 4 or 5 days. And I had picked up this meal prep from this place. I should have known by the price it wasn't going to be a lot. But it was saying it could feed 10 to 14 people. Y'all, I ate that stuff up in 2 days. Not even 2 days, probably one. But I was trying to find other places to get meal prep because when you get meal prep from people who actually do meal prep, everything be tasting exactly the same. It's like, this is what I think they do. I think they lay out all the food on the tabletop, countertop, right? They take the same bottle of seasoning and they spread it across everything. And that's why it tastes exactly the same because they're mass producing stuff. So I have never had a meal prep person whose food didn't all taste the same. I haven't. I've been getting meal prep for years because I really don't cook. I just don't. But like, I've been getting it for years. I've had different people over the years. And it'd be the same taste. The vegetables taste like the meat. The meat tastes like the carbs. Because they're using the same damn seasoning. And that'd be bothering me because there's no thoughtfulness that's being put into it. And I get why there isn't since you're mass producing so much. But like, damn, can you at least use a different seasoning for the different food groups? Like, come on now. So yeah, I just got tired of that. And I'm like, I done tried like 3 people already. Technically 4, but I tried 3 people already. Let me just go through these restaurants. So right now I'm on Cowboy Chicken. I saw some people in there that looked like me. And that's why I went in and tried it. And I was like, okay, it works. I'm going to use it. So that's the restaurant I'm on for now. What other restaurant have I had before? Other places I've had are like more family-owned type of restaurants. Low-key, I think I want to try some of the taco places, but I don't like commercial tacos. Like, I live in Dallas, Texas. I don't have to try commercial tacos to begin with. Why would I go to Fuzzy's Tacos when I can go to Frida's Tacos? You know? So, yeah, it is this one taco place, though, y'all. If you in the Dallas area, it's not in the Dallas area, but if you in the Dallas area, in Ellis County, in Red Oak, Mi Ranchito, I think is the name, or El Ranchito. No, it ain't El Ranchito. It's Mi Ranchito, okay, in Red Oak. I wish I knew the name of the damn street. Tacos are busting. In fact, my next meal prep, I'm probably going to get them damn tacos because I only go out there when I be going to like Lancaster because that's closer. So I only go get the tacos when I'm out there. So I be buying like so many at a time and I bring them home and I freeze them and I just eat them throughout the week. I'm telling y'all, tacos so good. Like, it's probably not healthy to eat the tacos like that. I'm gonna have to look it up and see, or just see like what sides I can eat with it because they be serving beans and rice, which is like the normal sides that go with it. The beans I can kind of get with. That's a good fiber and protein, but I'm gonna need some green stuff with it. So what's green that you eat with tacos besides lettuce? I don't know. Either way, look it up. Them tacos are so good, y'all. And I done had tacos all over. I got a list for every type of food group. Or not food group, but every type of food cuisine. Like the Italian places, the Asian places, specifically like Koreatown is where most of the restaurants are that are for Asian food. The Italian restaurants are like in the design district of Dallas. What's another food group? African food, it depends. You can go out to Richardson for some African food. Or you can go to up towards McKinney, and then even in South Dallas, a lot of them have a lot of restaurants down there too. Mediterranean, or what's the word? I'm trying to specify on the map what type of Asian they are. I guess you could say like Middle East. So I think it's Northern Asia, maybe Northwest Asia. Either way, Irvin, you go there for that. And you know what? Because now I'm just rambling. Yes, I found something to talk about magically. People be coming to different places, because I've lived in different states, right? Mainly southern states. And I can't stand when somebody will be like, oh, so-and-so place don't have good soul food. This is not your mama's cooking, first off. Secondly, go back home if you're finna complain. And it's always somebody from Chicago, always somebody from California. If you're from California, I don't want to hear nothing about no damn soul food in the first place. That's just me. But two, y'all be wanting stuff to taste like home, and that's why things don't taste good to you. Because, baby, I be eating good, okay? I know several soul food places in Dallas County, to be exact, that are good. I know places in Tarrant County that are good. And you telling me that you can't find nowhere good? The problem is you. This big old Metroplex, or even when I wasn't even living in Metroplex, because like I done lived in Mississippi before too. But people would just be going places to be complaining about the food. Like, you just want something to talk about. You're literally lying. You ate your plate is empty. Like, what are you talking about? Just be complaining just to complain. Always comparing something to wherever they from. Like, go back home. That really bothers me. Like, what's the point of traveling and trying something new or moving somewhere else if you ain't finna try to get acclimated or just try to figure things out? Or people be like, oh, it's nothing to do. That'd be the biggest lie right there. Because, again, it's a Metroplex. There's something here for everybody. It's so many ethnic groups here. It's so many special interest groups here. Like, Dallas is becoming, what did I say the other day? Dallas is becoming like just basically a major city of the South, but like because of the diversity and because of the population size, I really do believe they're trying to grow it like they have done Chicago and New York. I really do think that. New York City. So yeah, people be coming here talking about ain't nothing to do. Google Maps is free. Hello? Eventbrite, Posh. It's so many things that you could be doing, so many free things that you could be doing. One thing about the South that I like compared to like me living in other places, because I live in the Chicago area too. Chicago did a lot for Grant Park, but probably not as much for smaller parks in a sense. But like here in the South, because this was the case when I lived in other places too, always random festivals, always random events in the parks. Get your butt outside and walk. Like even the small owned businesses, like there's this store here called Pan African Connection. It's an African spirituality health food store. Always having events. But like what people don't want to say, the quiet part they're not saying out loud. I thought there was a knot at the end. The quiet part people don't want to say out loud is that you don't want to be around your people. Things are not accessible to you because you don't live near your people. That's why you can't find nothing to do. That's why you can't find food you like, because you're not around your people. But, you know, I think it's asinine. But I will say there's a such thing as places being for you based off your astrocartography. Dallas is one of those places for me. This is my second time living here. The first time I came here for graduate school. And I just came for school and that was it. But I was really transformed being here. So I was like, okay, well, why not come back? Like, I really enjoyed it. I want to try it again as an adult. Well, I mean, I was an adult in grad school, but even older adult. And I feel like recently I've learned the lesson I need to learn while I was here. But I've been enjoying it. And I had later found out that it was a part of my astrocartography for me to be in a place like this. Like, to be here specifically in Dallas, like it was a good place for me to be. So go where your heart tells you to go, but also, I'm trying to balance my camera, but also look up your astrocartography. Like, save us all the drama and the trauma of your complaining and get on one of them websites, okay? Give them your time of birthday and where you was born and birthday so you can find out where you belong. So you can leave the rest of us the hell alone, because I enjoy it here. There's always something to do. There's always something to see. Yes, you have to drive to get everywhere. I hate that part. I wish the transit system was so much better here. But otherwise, it's so much to do here. Like, people just don't be taking their own initiative. They be expecting stuff to be like readily available. And it's like, you're a transplant. You're not from here. Of course you don't know what to do. And Dallas is one of those places where you have to have gone to college or high school here to really have an in group. And that's the benefit I had of like coming here for school. I was able to connect with different people, but Dallas people will sit here and say they're not clicked up. They're absolutely clicked up. That's one thing I would not let them lie about. I don't let people talk bad about Dallas. I think it's a nice place. I think you need to get to know it and learn it and the history. However, the natives be lying when they say that people are not clicked up. Y'all absolutely are. Y'all went to the same church. Y'all went to the same college. Y'all went to the same high school. That is the core of your friend groups. So that, therefore, the rest of us who didn't have that, I mean, I kind of had it. The rest of the people who didn't have that are kind of just pushed to the outside, and they don't stay here long, or they complain about the experience they're having. I do think they should take initiative for the experience that they're having. But it's not like when I moved to Chicago, one of my friends I went to grad school with, actually, she was up there first. She put me in a group chat. I can't even think of the name of it anymore. But she put me in this group chat. Most of us were transplants, and we would get together all the time, mainly on the South Side. And we had a ball. But it's easy to do that in Chicago because Chicago is it's such a big city. It don't matter where you went to school, high school, college, etc., because it's so many people from all over the world that are there. I think Dallas is becoming that way, but it still has a few, I would say 10 more years before it gets there. Either way, I did have something to talk about. See, we did it. So this is my video for today. I'm still stuffy in the nose if you can't tell. My post-reaction is done. My lymph nodes have gone down, like the swelling has gone down. But of course my immune system is still trying to protect me, I guess. So, yeah, that's my little rant. I was back in the garage and I'm like, let me grab my phone when I'm going down here so I can talk about the meal prep. I was thinking like, what am I going to talk about today? And we talked about food and Dallas. So I hope y'all enjoyed it.